What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for another episode review of Love and Marriage Huntsville. This is season 3, episode 3. Here comes the tea, Fanny. I'ma just tell you this. This episode really didn't do much for me, but baby, at the end, Miss Tiffany, you okay, we'll get there. So the episode starts off with Letitia. Okay, she goes over there to Mel's house. I'm sitting here like this. Okay, if y'all want to be working on y'all friendships, work on your friendship. That's up to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm all here for repairing relationships. I'm just not the type of person that'll repair certain type of relationships. Okay, to me, sometimes you cross the goddamn lines. There's some things that you shouldn't say, or some things that'll trigger me that make me not want to fuck with you no more. Okay, we could be cordial when you see me and we in a group of people and you want to say hello, hello, but bitch, you not stepping foot in my house. Okay, but they bigger people than me, I guess, because Mel want to make up with her, Tisha want to work the stuff out, and I guess this is them putting forth the effort because, truth be told, the issue between them two didn't have to go the way that it went. You know what I'm saying? And but am I the only one who caught like some fakeness that was going on? And that's the reason why I feel the way that I feel about this whole thing. Because when Tisha came to that door, Mel was like, "Oh my God, how are you? Look at you!" And Tisha was like, "Look at you! Oh my God!" I'm sitting here like this. Bitch, that ain't how we greet friends. But I mean, I guess it's gonna be awkward. Just them trying to get back on the good footing or whatever. So they come in and Tisha gives her some of the, what is it, chocolate bottle of chocolate or some stuff like that. Some little product that they about to, I think it's some wine that they're about to put on the market. So her and Marceau, they're about to go down to Houston, with the cigar week, okay, and then they're looking also to scout for a second location for Black, their restaurant or whatever, restaurant slash cigar lounge that they have. And I will say this, I'm proud of the fact that they are doing well for now. You know what I'm saying? Given that they opened up during the time of COVID, like right at the peak of COVID when it hit us, and we saw a whole bunch of businesses, especially restaurants and small businesses, small Black businesses that were closing, and for them to actually be able to open up in the middle of it and to be doing well, I applaud them for that. So there's no hate on that. You can never hate on somebody that's actually doing good. I would never do that. Tisha, she's just trying to understand what's going on with Mel. Mel is just talking about how, she's relearning and, doing all this stuff. You know what Mel been on. Mel been on this self-love kick, okay? And, of course, Tisha had to tell her about how her business is going and all that stuff and woo woo woo. How the relationship between her and Marceau is going because, they're coming up on their 15th year anniversary and she want to share that with him, of course, but she wants more romance in their relationship. And it's understandable. Marceau don't look like the type Marceau look like the type that you gotta give. He's so tunnel vision focused on one thing at a time, and it's mostly business that he can neglect, the fact that your wife has feelings, and just because you already got the person, that you don't need to woo the person, you don't need to still date the person. You know what I'm saying? That's what a lot of people forget. And it's not just men, but women do it too. But you get into a marriage, and I haven't even been married, okay? But I do understand the value of, still making your partner feel special, okay? Just because you're in a marriage, that don't mean you don't have to take your wife or your husband out on a date night, you know what I'm saying? Or, be romantic, okay? Go buy them flowers here and now and then if they like that type of stuff. Get them some cards, okay? It's okay to be mushy or whatever and let them know that you still love them, you know what I'm saying? You still value and respect them. Because damn well Tisha don't feel that way. Tisha ain't been feeling that way. Tisha just a fucking baby carrier and babysitter. That's what she was presented to us when she first came onto this show, season 1. I'm just saying, okay? So basically she want a little bit of romance and all that stuff and see what's gonna pop off while they down there up in Texas. And Melanie was like, maybe y'all need to talk to a therapist, like talk to Dr. Francis or whatever, And I was surprised that Tisha was like, With therapists, you shouldn't with therapy you shouldn't just go to a therapist when you are going through some stuff. You should also go when you're going through good stuff. And I've heard people who've done that. So I was sitting here like, damn, okay, Tisha, that's cool or whatever. I'm gonna let you have it this week, okay? Tisha didn't bother me this week, okay? Since we still talking about Tisha, let's just go ahead. She get down there to where they go? She get down there to Texas, okay? Oh, excuse me, y'all, my sinuses. I'm told y'all, like, I just put up a video, bitch. I'm just, whatever energy y'all get out of me in this review, y'all getting it because, bitch, I'm tired. Like, I'm fatigued as shit, okay? Like, Mother Nature is just pulling me all out of sorts, okay? Bitch. But, anyway, I'm gonna give y'all my best. So, bear with me. Tisha's down there in Texas. Marceau was supposed to come with her. Marceau couldn't come that first day because they're doing the chocolate bottle chocolate or whatever, chocolate in the bottle. There you go, chocolate in the bottle. And some stuff got messed up, so he had to stay behind and fix that. She gets on FaceTime with him, and he pissed off a little bit because of the mistake that people have been making with the bottle, chocolate in the bottle. They didn't put the label on correctly. Let me tell you something. Listen, when stuff ain't done right, that'll throw your whole shit off, okay? It could be the smallest shit for me. If it's not done right, the way that you say it's supposed to be, bitch, a little crooked. You see how I be doing my videos and I be trying to crick this bitch? It be irritating the fuck out of me. So I understood where Marceau is coming from. Plus, you are trying to put something on, a new product out there, okay? This new product, trying to get it out there to the public and make people want to actually buy your stuff, and you want things to be perfect, okay? Nothing is perfect, but you want it to be damn near that, and the smallest and simplest, stupidest mistakes be getting on your damn nerves that you got to go and fix it. And Tisha is worried about, she wanted to come out there and do some little romance and stuff like that. He was like, okay, we can have sex if you want to. And see, a lot of men, I ain't gonna say a lot of men, but some of y'all know what romance is, and some of y'all think romance is just sex. No, it's not just sex, okay? He was like, we could have saved some of that money or whatever, and I could have just had sex with you right there in the hotel. I said, sir, stop it, okay? Stop it. It was cute little banter. I know he was just joking with her, but for once in the episode, they did not bother me. Or I should say, Tisha didn't bother me. But that conversation that Marceau wound up happening with Jalen, listen, all I'm going to say is, he sat Jalen down to talk to him. They trying to, first he was talking to the staff and, going over the numbers and saying how the attendance have been, they're rising in numbers, and, people coming in, things that they need to do better and things that they need to improve on, stuff like that. That's fine, what they're adding or not. He goes and sit down and have this conversation with Jalen, basically telling him, you need to do better at what you're doing. How do you think that you're doing? And he was like, for somebody that has had no real experience in being a general manager before, I think I'm doing good. He was like, well, without the excuses, how do you think you're doing? And he was like, what you mean excuses? He was like, so first of all, I think you're a very outgoing guy, okay? And, I'm pretty sure people will see that, and you need to display that some more. He said, first of all, you obviously don't know me because I'm not outgoing like that. When it comes to a group of people or whatever, I just don't do that type of stuff. I understood exactly where Jalen was coming from. But in the whole process of this, Marceau wants him to live up to a certain standard. And you have not prepared him for that. Okay? And like Jalen was saying in the confessional, I took on this job because I felt you told me that it was going to be on the job training. And I've never received that training. So he just basically went in blind. And if you watch me, my last reviews for last season, the end of last season when I started reviewing this, I literally said what Marceau is doing, it feel like he's cutting costs or whatever, cutting corners. And it's like nepotism at this point because you are hiring somebody to be a general manager who has never done the job, as if it's such an easy thing to pick up on. No. And I always felt that Jalen should have came in as an apprentice to somebody else. That's what he should have came in as. You could have gave him an assistant general manager job and hired somebody else to be the actual general manager so he can follow that person around and get some on the job training. You did not do that. Now he's asking for that, and now you're considering doing that. And I'm sitting here like, you saying you finna get an assistant general manager so Jalen can learn? No, demote Jalen, okay? You just have to do what you got to do. I know he been there for 5 months or whatever, but if he needs some help or whatever, you need to do something. Like, I don't think it's fair to bring in somebody to be the assistant general manager who knows more than the general manager. Put them as the general manager and put Jalen at what, the assistant at this point, and let him work his way up to being the general manager, okay? You know, and y'all need to communicate. Quit telling that boy if something goes wrong, he needs to figure it out, okay? If he don't know what it is, that's why he coming to y'all. You know what I'm saying? So it's a mess. It could have been avoided if he would have went about it the right way, but now you got to go about it the way that we all been saying. Get somebody else that actually got the experience, okay? You took a big risk when you are opening up a new restaurant. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, Marcel, wake it up. So, what else was going on in this episode? Martell. Lord. Martell go over there with his mama, right? And I just felt it was so funny that, you know, he up there talking about some, you know, it's a snake or some stuff that always comes around my mama's house like every year, okay? Every year, you know, he was putting down the stuff to, you know, ward them off or whatever, you know, keep them away and all this stuff. And he kept on talking about snakes and shit like this. And I'm like, bitch, you talking about yourself? It was funny to me. But anyway, Mama came out there with her little wig or whatever, and I said, I see exactly why Martell do the things that he do. Like, she may call him out a little bit, but she don't necessarily hold him accountable. At least I can't remember. At least in this part, I didn't see it. And granted, like they said, okay, because we're about to get into it. Because I seen some comments about Mel's mom in last week, how, you know, she shouldn't have said anything to him, and she was being disrespectful. She wasn't being disrespectful. And if they're not married, why is she in it? The parents should stay out of it or whatever. Truth be told, I get where you're coming from, but this episode further explains the reason why I felt the way that I felt. Like, she had every right to be upset at the fact, like, Martell cannot come into a situation and feel like Vanessa was not going to feel some type of way towards him after he did the damage to her daughter. Of course, the parent is going to be pissed off when it's her child that feels some type of way, that has been hurt, that's probably been calling her crying and all of this stuff or whatever. So she's allowed to feel that type of way. And I guess what people are saying is like, don't get involved in it, let them two figure it out. And I understand that as well. So Martell is sitting down there talking to his mama and telling his mama, oh, she disrespecting me and all this stuff. And I was like, she really didn't. She really did. Just because she didn't want to talk to you, or, you know, she did like that, that wasn't disrespectful. With all the stuff that you did, to that woman and her daughter, come on now, you little bitch. Okay, I'm sorry, that's just how it is. And then for his mama to sit there and act like her mama has no reason to feel the way that she feel or shouldn't get involved. And I get it, but we understood later the reason why Miss Vanessa felt the way that she felt. It wasn't out of the blue, and people keep on saying this been a year or whatever. No, the divorce hasn't been finalized for a year. This whole situation has been going on for a year. Y'all were still together, and you were still embarrassing the fuck out of her daughter. So of course she's gonna feel it more than Martell's mother, because Martell's mother ain't the one that's getting hurt up in this bitch. It's Melody and her mom, okay? You know what I'm saying? And so he telling her, well, she want me to come meet with her. I don't understand why. So, you know, it is what it is. How do I fix this, and what do I do? And it was like, just come there, not negative and stuff like that. I was like, okay, so I'm just side-eyeing Martell's mama like, you know, okay, girl. And I understand she want to stay neutral, and that's what you should do. And Miss Vanessa, as she went over there to go talk to him, well, he met her at the park. And you know, her whole thing is she wanted to stay neutral in this whole situation. She wanted to let Mel and Martell figure this stuff out, okay? That's what she wanted to do. But the reason why she gave him the fever that she gave him when he came to the house is because apparently Martell had been posting stuff about her on the internet, which caused people to attack her. So therefore, that's where that energy was coming from. And he's sitting there acting like he didn't know that, or up there, oh, she disrespect you. Disrespected the fuck out of her by putting her out there on the internet, lying on her. Because apparently, Miss Vanessa said you put a post out there basically saying I'm trying to keep you from your kids, and you know damn well that was a freaking lie. Okay, and so I give Miss Vanessa a fucking pass. I don't care what that lady said or whatever, about that man. It was deserved, because you don't put people parents out there, and because you're trying to cover your ass. And I believe he did that shit in a vindictive way. He didn't deny doing it. You know what I'm saying? He knew what he was doing, trying to hurt Mel and Miss Vanessa. Okay, so that's where I'm coming from it with, basically trying to say that Miss Vanessa was trying to keep the kids away from her, and from him and all this stuff. And she said that was never the truth, because she wants them to actually still have a relationship, and to know that regardless of the fact that y'all not living in the same household, that we still have a relationship with each other. It may not be the same as it was, but it's on a positive front. We ain't got to be that close, but we have to present this front to everybody, that to the kids especially, that we can still get along regardless of the fact that we're not living together, that we're not as tight of a unit, or I should say as close of a unit as we were when the parents were together. She wants that. Okay, and he knew she was right, because he didn't try to rebut. He didn't try to come back at her or anything like that. And at the end of the day, like she said, y'all divorced, y'all figured that shit out, but it came to her. You put that shit out there as if she wasn't supposed to feel a way about your ass. And see, that's what Martell does. Martell puts shits out there, and once again, he gets into this whole thing about, nobody wakes up and say, I'm gonna cheat on my wife or whatever. You got to think about what led me to that or whatever. I'm sitting here like, the same thing that you keep on saying. Your main reason is because Melody wasn't doing certain stuff in the bedroom. Okay. And if you fed up with that, and that is really enough to make you go out there and to do something like this, you should have said, let's get a divorce. Or you should have said, let's go to a fucking therapist. But of course, you're not going to talk about that. You're not going to go out that far. Okay, you're going to go to the easiest route, which is to go cheat, And he was like, yeah, the first part was a cheating. Okay, the first part was a mistake. But then the next part, or whatever, like Miss Vanessa said, that shit was conscious. Okay, you made a conscious decision to do that. But I do respect the fact that even though it felt a little contentious, or I thought it was going to be a little contentious, Miss Vanessa didn't go hard on him. Miss Vanessa did not, dog him out. Miss Vanessa came to him with respect, okay? She talked to him calmly. He talked to her calmly. He matched her energy. She matched his energy, and they left and they actually hugged. You know what I'm saying? So they figured that out. That was cool enough for me. We get introduced to Tiffany, that we got introduced last week, which is Mel's friend that she met at the Congress of Commerce or whatever. Let me just tell you this, okay? So her and her husband just got together. Now, I couldn't catch it. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment. I know he has an older son from another marriage. She's separated, or she's divorced as well. Is her son from him? Because I know they're only married for a year. Or did she say her son is from her previous marriage? Because they all kind of look alike. Or is it just me? All right, either way, they're a blended family, and everybody is getting along. And of course, you could tell that they're so lovey-dovey and so newlyweddy, And Tiffany was telling him about something about Tiffany, it annoys me, okay? Right off the back, when she was sitting down there at that table, and she was talking about the fact that, she met up with Melody, and she wants to do this internship with some of the kids from the HBCU, and she's doing all this stuff. And, given that we're doing what we've done, and we've been in divorce and separation and stuff like that, we can be an example to her. It was just like she was pitching something to her husband. And I'm just like, are you in a business meeting, or are you actually just talking and having a regular conversation with your husband? Because it didn't sound like you was having a regular everyday conversation with your husband. That's not how I talk talk when I talk to my people. Okay, I'm just saying. Something about it just didn't sit right with me, so she was like, okay, yeah, I'm going to Destiny's birthday party. I kind of met her, but I don't really know her. So okay, cool. Fast forward to Destiny's birthday party. We get Destiny little event. She come there with her friend. What's her friend named? Brittany or something? Anyway, she come there. She was cute or whatever. Then here comes Mel. I said, Mel, bitch, keep that bob. The bob, you know what I'm saying? Keep the bob, bitch. That bob was cute on her. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I said, bitch, that's the best hair I've seen you with all season, okay? And it's only 3 episodes in. Girl, that was the best hair that I've seen you. I'm going to tell you to take that track off your head. That track came back. I thought we was never going to see that thing again, okay? It made an appearance last week. It made an appearance this week when she opened up that door for Tisha and she kept on. I said, girl, take it off. Don't push it behind. Just take that shit out, okay? Girl, I was tired of it. I was tired of it season 1. I'm tired of it now, okay? But the bob is cute. She had her little jacket on and everything. Everybody was looking decent. Some other friends showed up, and then Kimmy showed up. Tisha couldn't make it because she was out there, with doing the cigar week or whatever. Next thing you know, Destiny wound up telling to Kimmy about her being divorced or whatever. And so she was like, oh my God. Like, Kimmy was genuinely surprised, okay? And she didn't know how to react because at one point it looked like the lady was trying to laugh, okay? But I knew she wasn't trying to laugh. It was that nervous, like, oh my God, I caught off guard. Like, why didn't you tell me? And so she just wanted to be there. And even Destiny said something about she was going through some stuff earlier today or that week or whatever, and Mel was trying to get on her ass like, once again, why didn't you call me and tell me what was going on and all this stuff and woo, woo, woo. Okay, she was like, I know, I got to get better at that. And like y'all said, some of y'all said the reason why Destiny didn't want to put that shit out there, she ain't want her shit sprawled up on TV and all that stuff, and she seen all the way, the shit went with the hoax and stuff like that. But girl, you really wasn't no cast member like that, so we ain't give a damn because we all kind of saw it coming anyway. But hey, it is what it is. But fast forward, so first offense that Tiffany makes. Tiffany gets there, and I saw the way Destiny. Did you see the way Destiny looked at her when she showed up? Like, who the fuck is this bitch? Okay. But then, Destiny got up and gave her a hug, gave her a compliment or whatever, said you look cute or whatever. And so, she knows Kimmy. Not really know, but I guess the husbands or whatever, they went to school together. They went to games together, so they know each other like that. And I guess the kids go to the same school, right? So everybody is having a good time talking, woo, woo, woo. Next thing you know, Tiffany goes, oh yeah, wasn't it Monster that got caught in the bathroom vaping? Ma'am, why would you bring that up at this event? Mind you, what made it even worse is the fact that Kimmy did not know about it. She didn't know about it. She was like, well, I mean, you're going to have to talk to Maurice about it, okay? Kimmy, like, you're putting out a child's information, and then you're also putting out information that I didn't even know about, okay? So that's messed up. Now Kimmy got to go home and be like, Maurice, why are you not telling me stuff that's going on with Monster? I know that's not my biological child, but he's living under our roof. I'm his stepmother. I should know what's happening, okay? Now she got to go put some fires out at home. I'm sitting here like, Tiffany, what is you doing? Next thing you know, I'm thinking Tiffany going to shut her mouth up on that one. Girl, she get up in Destiny business. She was like, because, I'm divorced or whatever. She was like, girl, I didn't know that you was ever married. And she was like, girl, yeah, I was married back in the Gap, but it just didn't work out. And then she was like, oh, that's right. You know what? Because LeBaric had won this award like a couple of years ago. Was it like last year or some shit that she said? Either whatever the timeline it was. And, I had seen him and this girl or whatever, afterwards. And I was like, oh, you have on I seen that dress, the dress or whatever that you had on the other day. It was real cute. It was real cute. And you was like, that wasn't me. I said, wait a minute. So basically, she brought up a situation that made it seem as though LeBaric was somewhere with somebody else, or LeBaric was there with Destiny to get this award, And I guess she didn't really see who it was, but she thought that the girl was Destiny that he was with in a next event, and he wasn't there with Destiny, and it was somebody else. Either way, implying that LeBerick was cheating, okay? That he was there with somebody else, okay? In either one of these events. And I'm sitting here like, Tiffany, at her birthday party, at her birthday event, at her birthday get together, at her birthday dinner with her homegirls, bitch, you a new bitch on the scene and you already starting trouble. And then, Destiny tried to laugh it off and she was like, let me go to the bathroom right quick before she can woo side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whoo, okay, let me rub my ears because, bitch, I'm about to knock this bitch out. That's how I felt Destiny was feeling. And then for Tiffany to say, I was just saying what I knew, okay, and it wasn't really that much. And I think that Destiny getting up, it was just like really, really dramatic. I said, bitch, you can call it dramatic, but you just gave some information that obviously she didn't know about her husband. I don't like Tiffany. At this point, Tiffany has given me, she rubbed me raw already, okay? She rubbed me raw already, and I just don't know. How are y'all feeling about her at this point? This episode, like I said, it really wasn't much, okay? And I mean in the sense that it wasn't much drama, which I can deal with, and I do appreciate. It still was a good episode to me. You guys tell me how y'all felt about it, and I will see you guys later. Bitch, I'm gonna go spread the fuck out, bitch. I'll see y'all later.